Good morning, my little lug nuts. It is still cold here. Yes, it's cold, and no, I don't want to hear about it. You guys, I understand. But when it's hot, I don't want to hear you crying either. I live down south on the coast for a reason because I don't like the cold. And 36 degrees is just cold. So, that being said, today we're kind of going to do a little bit of a shop tour. We're going to go over how I found this shop, the condition that I found the shop in, and some of the upgrades that we've made to the shop. Oh, look, we have a safety man on duty today. That's Safety Man Goose. Don't forget, he is oh shit certified. So, are we good, safety? All right, we're good. He says we're good to go. So I'm going to go over some of the shop itself, some of the upgrades that I did. You kind of get to see some of the toys in the background. We'll just go from there. So, like I said in one of my introductory videos, this shop the front shop is a 2,400 square foot pole barn. I have wood rafters and beams and everything else like that. I live out in the country. It is all just steel outside shell. I have no insulation. That hurts in the winter. It hurts in the summer. It just hurts. When I got here, there was like 3 lights in the whole shop. It was dark all the time. It's kind of spooky. So some of the things that we've addressed is lighting, as you can see. We did a whole bunch of lights, and I added some other things. So with that being said, let's take a look. So when you walk in the shop, the first thing you'll notice is that we have lights. I got these LED strip lights off of Amazon. I bought a whole bunch of them, 2 full packages of them. I think I've got I think I got 12 in here and 8 in the back, giving me a total of 20 lights. They were relatively inexpensive. They were all very easy to wire. You can only run them in sections of 4. So I wired 1 and then went down 4 with each of them on 3 different aisles to give me the desired amount of light I want in my shop. We do have a lift. Don't worry about that on the lift. That's none of your business. Keep it to yourself. I bought a 4-post lift, brought it in, had it assembled. Makes life a lot easier. I do have plans to get a 2-post lift that will make life a little bit easier. We'll be putting that in the middle. So we added in the lights. Well, when we did the lights, I went ahead and I added in drop plugs. 2 sets of drop plugs, as well as, and I'll get to the air in a minute, did the drop plugs there so that I can run battery tenders on all of my toys. A lot of these don't get driven very often, so I run battery tenders on them. I highly recommend battery tenders if you long-term store, because for some reason I am hell on batteries. I'm battery kryptonite. So we did the extension reels. Makes life a whole lot easier. The other big thing that we did was we outfitted our shop air. So I've had this Cobalt compressor for a while. I had it set up with just a cord reel right here. I'd have to stretch it. I've also got a little portable compressor that I could drag around and do stuff with and everything else like that. But I always wanted to build it outright so that I could do the shop, have a nice shop. So I ordered, they have these flexible line kits, AC line kits on Amazon. They're relatively inexpensive, very easy to install. And what it is it's this aluminum lined flexible hoses. It comes with all the fittings and everything else that you need. It comes with elbows and joints. It comes with blocks that are up there that allow me to have my hose reels. So I pulled one central line across the top of the shop, trying to keep it simple. I rented a scissor lift, changed my life. Easiest thing in the world. So we've got a T there that runs down. And at each one of these locations, we have these little blocks. So these blocks give us an outlet to tie in our hoses, as well as gives us a drain so we can keep water out of the lines before we use our tools. We just pop the little drain and scare the safety man. Did that scare you? Did that scare you, Goose? Sorry, bud. Didn't mean to scare our safety department. So we ran that there. We ran it all the way across. Like I said, very simple, very easy. All of the connectors were very solid. When I first initially fired it up, and just so you know, I ran it over here and ran a line over here to my workbench. Do not look at my workbench. I'm terrible about putting my tools away. It's one of the very bad things about having ADD. I'm really bad about putting my tools away, and then I get frustrated when I can't find something. I stop everything, and then I turn around and put all my tools away and start over from the beginning. So we put these little blocks in, and it gives us the opportunity to be able to add it. Now, I will say the only air leaks that we had were from the backs of the blocks. On these blocks, they have a brass plug that goes on the back of the block that it would allow you to come in, bring air lines in from the rear instead of from the top. Those brass plugs, if you get this kit, you need to put tape on the brass plug. I did not, so I had to go back and redo the whole thing. So, like I said, we've got air, we've got shop air, we've got plenty of light. This shop was wired with a lot of outlets already before we got here. You know, overall, it's a pretty good setup. I like it. It's now more usable since I did the upgrades with the shop air and the power. We do run I do keep a refrigerator out here. Got to keep cold water and drinks on hand. Whatever else you want to keep in your refrigerator, that's up to you, not me. I did put in an exhaust fan to try to keep air circulating in here. I will tell you that the humidity in here will collect if we have a temperature differential from outside to inside. Humidity will collect on everything in here. Old washer and dryer that I've got set up and hooked up in here so I don't upset Mama by putting my greasy rags and stuff in her wash. Lets me reuse some of my rags and everything else like that. So next up is the back shop. All right, lug nuts, this is the back shop. Welcome to the storage barn. We did add the lights out here that we did in the front shop. This is another 2,400 square foot pole barn that was out here on the property. It's all tied together by one roll-up door. We do have 3 roll-up doors along the back that go out to the back pasture. That allows me to get my tractor out, and you'll see I keep my tractor back here, I keep my lawnmower back here, and other miscellaneous junk. Like I said, right now this is just storage out here. We're not real worried about it. Keep extra, projects that are waiting to be worked on, i.e. my son's bus that we'll get into one day. The eventual plan for this shop is to concrete it in, insulate the front shop, insulate this shop, and probably pipe more air back here and make it into another functional shop. I probably would do a lot of body work and paint work back here. Because of the 3 back doors, that allows me to roll cars out into the back and sandblast and pretty much keep the crap out of here and keep it relatively clean back here, and then do mechanic work up front. Kind of try to isolate the two, body versus mechanic. I do body work. I'm not great at it, but I'm good enough to make it look good. So, but yeah, that's the shop. What do you think, safety? What do you think, safety department? Are we oh shit approved? Maybe? Not really? Okay, well, I understand. We'll work on it. Don't tell anybody. But yeah, like I said, it gives us a lot of options for storage and everything else out here. This is the shop. This is where we work. This is where we have fun. This is where we enjoy our projects. And hope to bring you along on working on a lot of the projects. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I'd ask you to like and subscribe, but everybody does that. So, well, yeah, maybe I should ask you to like and subscribe. But until the next time, my little lug nuts, make sure that you keep the rubber side down and the shiny side up.